Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Companies to watch.
So is it hot or not to tell us about what you should be having on your radar these days? We've got Dan Koh as usual. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Ryan. We're having a blast in the studio. That's why we're laughing. Oh, that's why I'm laughing today. But yes, how are you, Ryan? I didn't see you yesterday.
Yeah, pretty good. I wasn't around because I was busy with the budget roundtable.
Yeah.
But moving on, we've got a lot to go through, including what's catching your eye. What's this we've got today?
Okay, well, before we get into it, welcome to Companies to Watch. That's a segment where we stock you up with ideas of listed companies that will call for your attention. So we're looking at market trends and risks, as well as hidden gems or warning signs to steer clear of. So be part of the conversation, 8855 0893, and tell us whether you think it's going to be hot or not. Ryan, you ready?
Yeah, talking about hot or not, I think this could go into what could make you hotter or not.
You try it, Ryan. I'll give you that, okay? I'll ease you in, Ryan. How much, Ryan, or do you care about your weight? What do you normally do for weight loss?
Yeah, a bit more these days, especially as I get older and the metabolism starts to slow down a bit.
Yeah.
So yes, a bit more these days, more concerned.
So you've been into the gym a bit more frequently?
I've been trying a bit more conscious about it.
I see the chin getting a little bit sharper
Not
as well,
as much
right?
as I wanted to, but yeah.
Okay.
More work to be done.
Now, would you pay to lose weight, Ryan?
I would actually.
How much would you pay?
That's a good question. What is the price of looking good?
Yeah. What's that for you?
$10.
What? Go to the gym, Ryan. Okay.
How much should I pay?
Well, if you would like to pay, we're looking at a $1,000 price tag every single month.
That's quite steep. 1,000. That
It's
is
a bit steep.
some folks nearly half their pay.
I would suggest, maybe the gym might be a better idea. But we're turning to one of the world's largest pharmaceutical companies, known early on for producing various vitamins preparations and derivatives. So, if you don't already know, I'm talking about Roche Pharmaceutical. Now, this comes after demand for weight loss drugs is booming over in the US and globally, despite the limited insurance coverage, and patients or people like Ryan, who is looking to lose a lot of weight, are willing to pay $1,000 or up to $1,000 monthly price tags before discounts. And just recently, we've got the Swiss pharmaceutical giant saying that it had struck a deal that's worth up to $5.3 billion to develop Danish biotech Zealand Pharma's obesity drug candidate. And that comes as the two firms seek to compete in the growing weight loss drug market. And this would basically see the two companies co-developing and co-commercializing. The first one, I think it's called petrolintide, the Zealand Pharma's amylin analog, and that's a standalone therapy. And then also, we've got Roche's lead incretin asset CT388. So these are basically just options for people to go through in terms of their weight loss therapy and to kind of like just lose a certain amount of weight and cash at the same time. Would you pay for them, Ryan?
I could consider it if I think it works, but I think it is still a very steep cost to me. So if it works, I would consider it more seriously. But I think that's the thing, right? What is the effectiveness rate? Because there are a few drugs in the market. They are not only ones in the game. There is, of course, a lot of demand out there. And I guess we have to look at some of the details a bit closer.
Yeah, it's still going through some testings, of course, and they expect the first products to be only commercialized in the next few years. So, under the agreement, Zealand Pharma will receive upfront cash payments of $1.65 billion, with the potential of milestone payments taking the total up to $5.3 billion, depending on phase 3 trials, as well as their sales developments. Now, Zealand Pharma CEO and as well as the president, Adam Steensberg, had said that the deal showed the two companies' strong commitment and their ability to lead in the obesity space in the future. And on top of that, according to a product development lead at Roche, petrolintide will be a complementary addition to the Swiss firm's existing weight loss portfolio, both as a standalone and a combinable treatment, alongside with Zealand Pharma's treatment and therapy as well. So the deal, which is expected to close in the second quarter, will see Roche and Zealand jointly commercialize petrolintide in the US and Europe, with the two sharing profits and losses on a 50-50 basis. Now, Let's talk a little bit more about the weight loss treatment. Touted as the next generation weight loss, Zealand Pharma has long pointed to amylin analogs as the next generation of weight loss treatment. And basically how it works is that these therapy treatment mimic a hormone that is co-secreted with insulin in the pancreas, and that increases the feeling of fullness. So it helps you to eat a lot less. And it differs from GLP-1 agonists, which is another form of treatment. And basically what it does is it mimics incretin hormones that's produced in the gut, and it suppresses your appetite and regulate your blood sugar. So in contrast to GLP-1s that make people lose appetite, petrolintide can help people feel full faster. Do you normally eat a lot, Ryan? How big is your appetite?
Not too big, I guess. So I try to eat more of the fibrous stuff, so you feel full faster. So I think that helps to placate your appetite, and you, in the end, taking less calories, which I think this drug aims to do, making you feel full faster. And that, of course, will put you into a lower calorie count. Yeah,
I'm quite curious to know how it actually works, because if you're not like full from actually eating, how does this drug actually make you feel in a certain way?
Kind of tricks your brain, right? You don't eat that much most of the time. Some people overeat a lot. So to that degree, I think this could help to train your, I guess, psychology or mindset around how much you should have on your plate. And then when you get used to it, you subconsciously will then continue to keep just maybe half a plate of food versus one full plate.
Because, they say, right, if you eat a lot lesser, your stomach starts to shrink. There's a saying that goes, I don't know how true is that. But that being said, though, I mean, both companies hope to bring the product to market by 2030. And, of course, it also comes at a timely period after a second late-stage trial of Novo Nordisk's next-generation obesity drug disappointed investors, and that's after they recorded lower-than-expected weight loss outcomes. Verdict for me, I'm going to go with a hot.
Yeah, it's a tough one, right? So you just mentioned one of the trials from a rival did not go so well. It could play out the same way for Roche, so it's a tough one because at the same time, there's so much demand for weight loss drugs. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they are able to meet the market demand and test results.
Yeah, this is something to watch. Of course, we've got analysts projecting that the weight loss market is expected to grow up to $400 billion by the year 2030. That being said, Ryan, did you know that Roche is also a leading provider of cancer treatments globally and has focused on cancer therapies for over 50 years, focusing on developing medicines that help patients live longer and better lives. But beyond that, they are also hoping to help people lose weight. So, what is the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
A hippo and a zippo.
Yes.
One's light and one's not.
Oh, close, Ryan. One is really heavy, and the other one is a little lighter.
Almost there.
Yeah, okay. What weighs more, a pound of water or a pound of butane?
Pound of butane? Oh, they're both the same. Is that both a pound?
No, a pound of water, because everyone knows that butane is a lighter fluid.
All right.
Okay. And that's all we have for Roche.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.